Welcome to the Think Loud Crew podcast. Three moms getting real with parenthood, relationships, and the WTF moments of our daily lives. My name is Kyle Lynn.
I'm Cheyenne Floyd.
And I'm Shanan.
And today we have our first guest.
First guest ever.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes.
What is your name?
I'm JC Cueva. I am producer for Teen Mom OG.
What?
Yes.
Hey.
Teen Mom.
And I've been working with Cheyenne, as you know, and yourself for the last probably 3.5 years.
Yeah.
As her producer. And I'm also a full-time dad. I got two boys, 7 and 4.
Wow.
Two young guys. From New York.
His boys are so cute. They're so much cuter than like JC is. You just wouldn't imagine.
I hope so.
Shout out to Justin and Nico.
They're adorable.
Anything's better than me.
Shut up.
So yeah, from New York. I live there still, even though I've been going back and forth from LA. But, you know, dad of two boys, full-time dad, full-time producer, trying to tackle the world.
And he's
That's
married.
awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
And husband, sorry.
How long have you guys been married for?
11 years.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
When did you meet?
That's what I was about to ask, yeah.
So we met when I was 19. So I've actually known her longer than I haven't known her, like in my life. So I've known her for like over 21 years, 22 years.
Wow. That's awesome.
JC is secretly a romantic.
I'm such romantic.
Are you really?
Oh,
I guess it's not a secret. He's like, I'm a romantic.
I didn't know that.
No, see, you see me in work mode. When I go home, I'm like dad, husband mode. I'm cooking dinners. I'm doing like,
Yes.
I would
Little
love to
things.
see this side of you.
We have
come
to
to New
visit New York.
I see him in dad mode through FaceTime.
yes.
Like cool when he FaceTimes the boys. And like the other day, it was Father's Day, and he was playing charades through the phone with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, this is like such a cute moment. But I'm like, damn, this is how he's like parenting through FaceTime.
And spending your Father's Day via FaceTime. That's
No,
crazy.
it was a rough.
That's hard.
It wasn't easy, to be honest. This whole trip, so for people who don't know, because of COVID, I've had to basically live in a bubble in LA. So again, I live in New York, house, wife, kids, and normally I travel back and forth. But because of COVID, we've had to embed here since February. So I've been here
crazy.
for, I had a little break, but it's 17 weeks total that I've been away from my boys and my family. So Father's Day was a little rough, and it's towards the end too. So I'm so over it.
Yeah.
No offense, Shanan.
No.
You're like, I need my family.
It's been a long
It's been a long shooting process.
Yeah, COVID really changed things. Before, like JC said, he would go back and forth. So it was more so like, 3 or 4 days here, and then he might be at home for like a week or two, and it would be spaced out different. With the pandemic, it was like, nope,
stuck.
you're in LA, you live in a bubble, you're stuck, and you're here for 4 or 5 months straight versus
Going back and forth.
Yeah.
And your
and
family
forth.
can't come out here and like visit you or anything like that?
No, they would break protocol.
That's crazy.
They can't pop
That's
the
hard.
bubble.
yeah.
So you're in your own little
So
producer
they put me
MTV
in-
bubble.
Yes, they put it in like a corporate housing, which is actually very nice. Like I have my own apartment, but like I can't do anything.
Oh no, they're actually really, really nice.
Very nice, but I'm stuck there. Like we get done with work, I'm just like,
Like, okay.
They're like, these are
what's next?
These are your 10 friends for the next 4 months. They should really do a reality show of like the behind the scenes of the crew
Right.
oh my god,
living with each other.
He's like, no, we shouldn't.
We're good.
there's a reason we're on this side of the camera.
Because the crew is all in the same like apartment situation, so they're all in the same bubble, so they can hang out with each other. They just can't hang out with outside people,
Correct.
Yeah.
and like they can,
Go
Kind of hang
shopping.
out with
yeah,
us.
like they can go to the grocery store.
Shopping.
That's
But I think that's it, right?
pretty much it.
I know that's been a highlight of your time. JC will be like, hey, I was at Trader Joe's.
I was at Trader Joe's and look what I got.
Listen, I learned how to cook.
Yes.
He sends me pictures of like gourmet looking meals. He's like, look what I made for dinner. I'm like, Trader Joe's again.
I got time
I
there.
was bored, so I looked at some recipes.
Dang. So, okay, pre-COVID, how did being a producer affect your dad life?
So interesting. So I've been a producer for I don't know how long, way too long. I'm 42. So I started in TV when I was 23. So I'm like
Oh, wow.
over 20 years in the business.
Oh, wow.
Kudos
You
to
guys
you.
get that I've actually, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, wait. Give us what I'm doing here. Give us your quick show resume.
Rundown, yes.
Rundown. What shows have you produced on?
So it's actually very quick because
It actually is quick.
so I've been very fortunate where I've been on bigger, longer lasting shows as opposed to every 3 months where I'm like on some bullshit show that no one heard about, you know? So my first show was called The Limit Date. It was a dating reality show, kind of around like
I remember
Wait,
that
why do
show,
I remember
Eliminate.
this?
Limit Date.
I used to watch that in middle school. It was they were on a bus.
No, that's next.
Trailer.
Or,
Oh, that's next. Then
So it was
maybe I
it was
don't.
Wow,
right
I remember
before
next,
that. It was
though. I
right
remember-
before Blind Date. It was like around that time, like Blind Date.
I
Eliminate
feel
Date.
like okay.
It was a national. It was nationally
This
syndicated.
is still like early reality television.
Yes, very
Yeah,
cool.
when reality TV was good.
Exactly. People wanted to do it.
Yes.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it was. So I started Limit Date, and I was there for like 5 years. I started as a PA. I was a PA for 3 months, and I've never been a PA again. I moved up quickly.
Oh.
Excuse us.
I'm just saying. And so I became an associate producer there. Then after Limit Date, I did Montel Williams' show,
Okay.
talk show. So I moved on to talk shows. I did Montel Williams. Then I did the Tyra Banks show.
Okay. How was Tyra? Was she nice?
Her and I got along so well. Like we actually liked each other.
Really scary. If
used to
you guys really knew JC, the fact that him and Tyra Banks got along well scares me.
Well, no, like we'd prank each other. Like I did a whole prank show, like I was pulling pranks on Tyra. Then she like got me back. She pulled pranks on me. They brought me on stage with like a lie detector guy, and like
I really hope that one day we're just walking down the street and Tyra Banks is there and we're with JC and she's like, there's that guy, JC. And JC's like, Tyra! Like,
Miss you, girl.
come over.
so yeah. So then Tyra Banks, and after that, after Tyra, what did I do? I think I did Gypsy Sisters for no. So then I started doing some pilots for MTV.
Gypsy Sisters on TLC.
I did that.
Cheyenne
You
Love.
know-
Oh my God! Do you not know I'm obsessed with them? Did you do the crazy ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Cheyenne is secretly obsessed
what's
with
her name?
Gypsy lifestyle.
The one in the
culture,
the younger
weddings.
sister.
The Gypsy.
The big.
Melly.
Yes, Melly. Oh my God, I was obsessed with the show.
You want to call her?
She's
like, yes,
I actually do. Obsessed with the show. They all have like hella kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a crazy
How
ass
did we
show.
miss
Oh wait,
Seems
hold
like
on.
a crazy
Pause.
show.
Pause.
Funny.
Are they genuinely as crazy as they are on the show?
More so. We made them look less crazy.
Oh.
No, if you guys have not watched Gypsy
Sister.
Sisters, you have to, but also watch Gypsy Wedding.
Weddings.
Yes.
Yes.
Because those are crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang. When they got that spinoff, I was so happy for them. But then I started watching this and I'm like, oh fuck. Like maybe you guys should not have a show.
It was crazy. Like one of their boyfriends pulled a knife on me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The crew one time, another one of their boyfriends was like, he had a record and he like threatened to like come after the crew. So we had to we were in lockdown in our hotels.
I cannot. Not lockdown.
Yes, we were in lockdown because we thought because he had a gun. So we thought this guy with a gun was going to come after us.
Oh hell no! I'd have been like, we're done here.
This is while working on the Gypsy.
Yes.
Gypsies don't play.
They don't.
No.
do
They were
not
not
play.
playing. Their
Like-
men were
Bro,
like,
they would be like, if there's not a fight at the wedding, it's not a wedding. I'm like, oh hell no.
And they were like legit gypsies. Like they live in a different world than we do. Like they consider themselves like, it's almost like, we live in America. Like whatever gypsy place they live in, that's what they can, like they don't abide by our rules. They call us gorgers.
Gorgers.
Yeah,
Yes.
gorgeous.
I was like, they're probably talking mad mess
Yeah.
about y'all, talking about those gorgers. They need to get out of here.
Yeah,
Like,
and if you're a gypsy,
Oh, so
you
gorgers
can't,
are people not
Americans.
Americans.
That anybody that's not a gypsy
If
is
you're
a
not a
gorger.
gypsy.
So, like, say you met a boy and he was a gypsy and he brought you to the family, it would be like all hell broke loose.
they'd
Not
be like,
okay.
he brought this gorger home.
Not a gorgeous sounds so ugly.
It sounds like the things off Trolls.
Or a gorger
gargoyle.
or a on
What are they?
Shrek.
A gargoyle.
Like a
No, what's the thing on Trolls if you're not a troll?
Oh, a bird.
A Bergen.
the Bergens are coming.
The Bergens are coming.
The gorgers are coming.
Gorgeous are coming. Okay, sorry to go on the rant. Okay, after Gypsy Sisters, what did you do?
Then I did beachfront bargain hunt for a while, like one of those house selling
Oh,
shows.
okay, yeah.
What else did I do? Beachfront bargain. I did 90 Day Fiance.
That's also my show.
That is one of my favorite shows.
Did you guys meet on that or no?
No.
I mean, did you see? I don't know. Never mind. Did you produce that? When she was on it.
I didn't do 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said. Never mind.
Shannon, why are you making me in an international relationship?
Wrong sister.
Right.
I wish I was on 90 Day Fiance. Not really, but just to say I did 90 Day
You
Fiance.
said wrong sister. I'm not.
That would be me.
Let me take a sip of my coffee. Let me wake up.
So I think I got all the major ones though.
That's a lot.
And Teen Mom.
And Teen Mom.
Teen
And I've been
Mom.
working on Teen Mom for like 6 years now.
Yeah.
6, 7 years. So
She
I've
had
been-
girls before me.
You were my first Cheyenne.
I hate y'all.
Girls before.
No, 'cause I
Sorry.
did Team Mom 2. I did Team Mom OG. So I worked with Amber, Farrah, Macy, and Kale from Team Mom 2.
Damn, you got around.
I was just like, you've been around the block around.
Right.
Hey.
I didn't know you worked with. I knew you worked with Kel.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know you worked with Farrah.
I did.
I didn't know you worked with Macy.
So whenever
I do know. No, I knew you worked with Macy.
yeah, I covered like the last couple episodes.
Yeah, you were a traitor.
Traitor.
Just kidding.
I was done with you. I moved on.
Yeah.
Y'all needed a break.
No, seriously, sometimes we do.
Yes, we did.
Dang. Okay, so highs and lows of working on Teen Mom.
So Teen Mom or TV in general, I think it's the same. I'm not gonna just say just Teen Mom, but one thing I think you asked me before, like how has working as a producer affected my parenting life, my marriage. It was funny. I was working and living in New York my whole first part of my career. It wasn't until I had my son
That you left?
that every job I know.
Yeah.
Like I was coming home every night. I was working in the city or New Jersey. Oh, Jerseylicious, another show I did. I was like,
love that show.
I
That
love
was my
show. Dang, you've been on some
was a
good
good
ones.
there's not a lot, but I've done good ones.
You've
that
done
people
good
know.
ones.
JC is secretly the reality show plug over here.
Stream it now. No, I was kidding. So I was able to go home every night until my son was like 1 year old, and then everything was travel.
Oh,
And the first one was Gypsy Sisters when he was born, and I had to go to West Virginia where they live, and it was for 4 months. Wow. But we had 1 day off a week. We had Sundays off, and my son was still young. But I took my own car and I drove, and every Saturday we had Sundays off. Every Saturday, after we're done filming, like 8, 9 o'clock at night, I would drive 6.5, 7 hours, get home at 2 a.m.
You're a dedicated dad.
just to be home with my wife and my son, and I would spend all day Sunday and then leave again like 8, 9 o'clock at night Sunday, drive another 6.5, 7 hours home.
JC.
That's awesome.
Aw.
I love it.
I do what I had to do. I didn't want my son not to see me for 4
Or
months.
you missing
with my
those
wife.
milestone moments too with your son.
Exactly. I know he was young, and I'm talking about like children. My wife too. Like I don't.
Yeah.
But she's older, obviously. She gets a FaceTime. She's an adult. She's an adult. Like yeah.
She can talk to
She's
someone
older,
else.
Like, I could talk to her on the phone, but like
Yeah.
my son, like I
Yeah.
couldn't not hold him. Like I didn't want to
Kiss
be
him
absentee
and- yeah.
from his life, especially he was just about turning a year. I don't want to not be there for that.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Does it ever cause problems with you and your wife, like leaving and stuff? Does she ever get mad at you?
She doesn't get mad per se, but she's also been with me since before I was a producer, before I started in TV. So she's very familiar with the business and the way it works. And I mean, she's great. She's awesome as far as, times where I'm not working, like she supports and,
Yeah.
like she works full time too. And she always, we're dual income, but she understands how it works and that I may not work for 3 months, 6 months.
Right.
And we're all prepared for that. And if a job does come and it's a good opportunity and I got to go away for 2
She's
weeks.
supportive.
She's very supportive, even coming for COVID. Like, I've been gone since February,
Right.
Since now that the boys are older, like how are the conversations that you have with them in terms of you having to leave for work and just how has that grown over the time?
So I'll speak, Nico's the older, he's 7. So, I've been leaving his whole life. Like I said, as soon as I had my first child, I was going back and forth. So he was very used to the back and forth. And, more recently with Teen Mom, he was used to the 3 or 4 days, maybe
Right,
5.
And then you
And-
come back.
And I come back and he was okay with that. But then There was a break with Teen Mom, and I did 90 Day Fiance, and I had to go away for 14 days. And that was like the longest I was like ever away from him. So I had to like sit down, I had the conversation. But it's actually every night before he goes to bed, he's big now. But like I still sit in my lap, we sit in the chair, and we talk about his day. I ask him about his day, and I just like, I reinforce the positive. Daddy always loves you no matter where I go. Sometimes I got to work, but I do it for you. Like, all the toys that we have, all the stuff that we get to do, the vacations. That's because Daddy has to work hard and Mommy works hard too. And I was telling him too, like, I make it like a little thing for him. I'm like, when I leave, you're the man of the house.
Oh yeah, I've heard you say that.
Aww.
So I'm like, you got to take care of Mommy. Like, you got to listen to Mommy and make sure that she's doing well and be a good boy and look after your brother.
He's raising little men.
It's so cute when I see him in dad mode. Just because if you guys knew JC, he's like,
Choose your words wisely, Cheyenne. Still your producer.
like take a ball, right? And then like stick like fun in it and then like
Dynamite.
times it, blow it up.
It's like dynamite.
Right.
You don't know which button is the trigger.
Right.
And JC's like, buttons.
It's like, so when I see him when he's in dad mode, it's like, oh, he's so nice.
Yes.
It like makes your heart tingle. But then like any other time, it's like, fuck JC.
It's like, calm down, JC.
It's like, what shenanigans are we about to get into? So I just like hearing and seeing the other side of it.
You really make it, like, you show that it's possible to still work cross country and parent. Like,
Yes.
I know sometimes people are like, oh, for example, with Corey and Ryder being gone, or with Corey being gone and Ryder being here, like, it could be hard on Ryder. But when Corey does call, like, he has those, how's your day? What are you doing? Like, he does the best he can with the limited amount of time that he does, or that he has. But it's like, you make those moments really count.
Right.
And with you,
Worth
it's like,
it,
I've seen you really make those moments count. Even like on times where the season wraps, you could leave the next day. You're like, okay, we're done at 5.
I'm out.
I take the red eye home.
You're like, there's a 10 o'clock flight. I'm on the 10 o'clock flight. Like, you will literally have your stuff packed in the car. Like, I'm out of here. And it's like, you really value being a father and a husband, and you also value your work. Like, you respect your work. And I love seeing that balance.
It shows us that it can be done.
Yes. And it, like, for me, it helps because, now that I'm not moving to DC anymore and I'm like, oh, Boz is going to be spending time in DC with his dad. I'm like, what am I going to do with him when I'm just talking to him on the phone? Because kids lose their attention. Like, they'll talk to you for a few minutes and then they're like, ooh, something over here. I saw JC on Father's Day, like Cheyenne said, he was playing a game with the kids and with his boys. And I was like, this is so smart.
I swear, I'm like, why haven't I done this?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, like, this is how you engage in a different way. So it's like, I've gotten to learn from you in terms of like, little tips of parenting with FaceTime. Like, thank God for FaceTime, but it's, there's more than just, hey, how are you? How's your day been? What are you doing? But it's like, let's play a game.
So it's
like,
funny.
let's play show and tell.
That's exactly what was happening. I was noticing, it's in the beginning too. When I first got to LA, it was like, I did 9 weeks, then I had a 3-week break where I was able to go home, and then there were 7 weeks. So right now we're at the end of this 7 weeks.
Damn, it's been a while.
Like, I'm ready to go home.
So ready. I'm literally going to get on a flight tonight. Oh, we'll say that for later. So I was just noticing as I'm talking to my boys, and like, 4-year-old, like, his attention span's all over the place.
Yeah.
But even my bigger guy, some days it'd be like a long conversation. Some days, like, he would just be like, I just want to like watch my iPad. I'm tired. And I was just like, Daddy's been waiting all day to talk to you. You know? And
like, pay attention to me.
Right.
yeah, and they were having a tough time too sometimes. Like my wife would tell me, like, like the little guy's like, he's acting out, he's asking about you a lot, and the big guy would make comments, and she was just like, they're acting weird. So I was like, I need to step up, I need to do something. So I was like, I just can't get in a monotonous, how was your day? What'd you have for dinner? Did you go outside?
You have to go in
it was
daddy
the same,
mode.
like 4 questions. So I was like, I need to do more. So like I downloaded like some games, and I play my older son like interactive games on the iPads.
Oh,
cool. That's
cool.
smart.
So we can like log in together, and then like we play together, and we'll FaceTime as we play. So I was doing that.
I like
love
that.
There's different ways to give that quality time.
That's really cool. I like that you connect and you're like, okay, we're going to play a certain game that you might like and I'm going to like.
Exactly.
And we can FaceTime and play with each other, basically.
Yeah, and with the little guy, I started doing like Pictionary. I was like, I'm going to draw a picture. You tell me what it is. I got really good at drawing. I should have brought my notebook.
I love this. This is awesome.
dinosaur,
Yeah,
you know?
your creativity is definitely like it comes through, and I think it's really cool that you've taken the time to really nurture like things to do, because I feel like sometimes a lot of things fall on the moms.
Yes.
And we're like, the moms are like, hey, why don't you try and do this? But when I see you like parenting, like I'm like, that's that JC right there. Like he's gonna figure it out and he's gonna make it worth it.
Yeah, even at rock, paper, scissors. You can do it on FaceTime.
Yes.
It'll entertain them 10 minutes and you make them laugh and they're not
Cheyenne,
sad.
you gave
like-
some ideas.
I need to take some notes. I'm about to tell Corey this. Get a notebook and draw some animals when you FaceTime, right?
They have the best time. And then again, we on Father's Day, we're doing charades.
I love
So,
that.
I
Yeah.
I
See,
made
you might
Cheyenne
need to
do
do
it.
a parenting app.
Parenting app.
Yeah, like an app just like for cross country or traveling, like because there's a lot of parents who
put stuff
travel
on there,
from
yeah.
work, and it could just be different games, and it's not recreating the wheel. It's not like you have to make up these games.
Yeah,
it's
just
just putting
source
these
it in.
apps
Oh,
on
yeah.
the same platform, and
Play
it's
with the
kid friendly.
kids.
Yeah,
Dang,
That's a
so
great idea.
we've clearly learned, from you. We've gotten
Got a lot of
some
takeaways.
tips. We've gotten some takeaways.
yes.
Now, you working as a man on a show that is really based around like young pregnancies and based
Women,
around
yeah.
like women and stuff and like mothers.
Yeah, I'm the unicorn. I'm
Does
I'm
that-
the straight male producer
Right.
in this world.
Mind you, shut up. I'm done. Mind you, my whole crew is men, basically. Like
I didn't realize that.
everybody is a man. So this last season was not hard for me to film, but in some days a little uncomfortable where I'm like giantly pregnant and I'm surrounded by all these guys and I'm like, none of you
Male
guys
energy.
understand. You
What
don't
I'm
know
going
what I'm
through.
going through. But then I'm like, okay, I look around at my crew and they've all worked on Teen Mom for years. Like years and years. So I'm like, whatever. Like they might know what I'm going through. Just because they've seen it and been around it so much. But to get back to my question is, how does it affect you, or does it affect you, like being the man on a show that is based off of women? Do you take anything like home? Do you learn anything from it, or
like, yeah.
good things, bad things?
Yeah, always. So, just dealing with parents in general, I feel like, being a dad, I always am watching and, you always look for stuff to, like, make your own,
Right.
Like, for example, like, it's funny, like, you ask me if I learned anything, like, being around all these moms, like, sometimes you learn what not to do,
Yeah.
sometimes
That's-
you
yeah.
learn, like, that didn't really work out so well. Let's not repeat that. And, sometimes, especially watching you and, like, your family, I think I said it the other day, Father's Day. I was joking around with the crew, but when you guys were inside and you all held hands and said a prayer on the table, I was just like, I literally on the walkie, you didn't hear this, I was in the back, but I was like, this family's amazing. I was like, if I had a family like this, I might not be such a fuck up. Everyone's laughing, but like things like that, like those values. And, I didn't grow up in a house like that. Not saying that, it was terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't good either. But, just I see that. I'm like, I want that for my family. I want my family to be, everyone, like we do all get together. Now it's harder because everyone's scattered a little bit, but like it was just really nice to see that. And like, it reminded me of like the way my family used to be. We always get together every Sunday. But I was like, I got to start doing stuff like that with my kids. And I think like my sister's close by, my mom's close by, but like even just the simplest things,
The
Yeah.
Sit
simple
around,
things.
hold hands in
Literally.
prayer.
And we're going to take a quick break.
And we're back.
All right.
That was great.
But we were talking about something.
So I was just saying,
We were talking about family values
Yeah.
and how
Getting together and the simple things.
and things
yeah.
I've learned from the show, but like honestly, like just that family unit, like it made me think like my sister, my nephews are close by. Like I want to make sure that I bring my kids around them more. It's like how important that is.
You have a sister?
Yeah, I have an older sister.
you're learning new things, Cheyenne.
You know this.
I'm trying to think about my JC family history chart in my head.
You know about my nephews. I talk about them.
Yeah, I know, but I just never thought about where they came from. That didn't really register in my head.
Yo, that was the funniest thing.
I'm sorry, but I definitely knew about the nephews.
Oh my gosh, I never actually thought about where they came from.
I'm not kidding. People always ask, like, oh, like, are you close with your crew, or like, are you close with your producer? Like, you guys, how does that work? And it's almost like you are like a forced dysfunctional family.
Absolutely.
Because you have to think about it. Where he's in my house, he's
in your
seen me-
space,
right?
a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Like all up in her business.
Yes.
Everything. Like I need to know everything. I need to, I was like, tell me every good to bad. I always tell her.
JC's like, what's the gossip this week?
Yeah, and that's
Right.
on and off. Like, I mean, that's on. It's always on for him. Okay, that sounds weird. It's an ongoing thing. So even when he goes home, he's still calling to check in and calling to say, like, what's going on? You okay? Is anything, hot and juicy, or is there anything, like, you just want to talk? Like, and that's regardless if we're filming a season or if we're, like, on a down period. Like, it's not like just because he's home, we don't speak. Like,
we're friends. Like,
Yeah.
we
That's
still
awesome,
speak.
though. You have a personal relationship. Yeah.
like
You have to, though.
Yeah, even this season I didn't do because of COVID. The last season, I would literally
Yeah.
every 2 weeks I would call, or Shan would call me.
I'm
and,
calling him
complain about
venting.
it.
I'm hot. Like,
We missed JC
Yeah.
during that time. It was hard because
you're
not
used to
just
him.
Cheyenne, but like the whole family, like my mom, my dad, like myself, we've gotten to develop this relationship with JC where it's like we feel so much more comfortable talking to JC versus maybe
A new person.
We're like,
And I think I felt that because when I was filming with you guys and I didn't meet you, but I for sure just heard you guys like, I wish JC was here.
Yeah.
Because I just think you guys were more comfortable and were more responsive.
Because you get comfortable with the person, and you have to think about it. They're in your home, they're around your family, they're around your child, and you don't want to keep introducing, this new person into your own life, let alone your kid's life. And then Ryder knows JC, so when
she was comfortable.
knows JC.
I went through like a period of having a producer that wasn't my normal producer, and even the kids were like, "Who are you? Like, what's going on?" So to answer you guys' questions, like, you definitely develop a relationship with your producer and with your film crew because they are filming you at your best and your worst moments.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and I think again the relationship's important, but again, with every show, every cast member, like it's a little different. But like I feel like Shanan and I get along so well.
Yeah,
So like
too
I feel like
well.
we would be friends no
That's a
matter
good
what.
thing.
And then I get the benefit of just being able to tell her story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been like 100% open and honest with Cheyenne. That's kind of the way I work. I'm just like, hey, let's do this, let's do that. Like my job is like a compromise. Like the network and my bosses, they want everything. Cheyenne wants to give nothing.
There are literally days when JC comes over and he's like, okay, guys, here's the list. And Cheyenne will be like, no. And JC will be sitting there like, okay, so Cheyenne doesn't want to do this, but I got this other idea.
Exactly.
Like,
I make the compromise.
this is,
Yeah.
I've seen JC literally come up with things like on the spot. Like
I swear at the end of the day, he still gets what he wants.
yes, he does.
I want to do it in a way that makes you comfortable
Makes you
too.
yes.
I don't want to. I never want to put you out there in a way that's gonna make you uncomfortable
Yep.
and make you start disliking what you're doing.
Yeah. And I feel like you're very observant. So it's
Yeah.
like you're able to read in between the lines. Like even days when, when Cheyenne was pregnant and was like, I'm tired, you'd be like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to push it today. We're still here.
We'll get something. We're
We're
just
gonna be
gonna
here.
film you on the couch looking uncomfortable. You
Yeah.
don't have to talk to us.
Don't do anything. Like we'll get it tomorrow. Like I still want to be respectful of what you've got going on in life. Like,
Of course. No.
yes, this is a job that we both abide to, and but at
Signed
the
up
same
for.
time, like you're human, I'm human. I'm a father. I've been there through pregnancy. Like I get it.
1,000%. Like you have to know when to push, when not to push. Like I always tell, if I'm really asking you to do something, it's because like I really, for whatever reasons, maybe you don't understand or not, but like I'm telling you, it's a good thing for you.
Yeah.
But I don't do it if I don't have to. Like if she's like, I'm tired, can we do that tomorrow? I'm like, sure,
Yeah.
we'll do it tomorrow.
Even days that like we're filming and we'll do a scene and then he'll be like, okay, let's redo that. Or, you know, like you need to sit up. Or he'll be like, you yawned 300 times through that.
Yes.
You look terrible. And it's like in that moment, I want to sock him in the face because leave me alone, you know?
When you're sitting there with your hand on your head like
Right.
this, he's talking, she's like,
But then when I go back and watch it and I'm like, damn, like if I would have said how I was sitting or like just kept the scene where I'm like yawning or like looking grumpy, I would have been pissed.
Yeah, JC really, I feel like he really has your back.
Yeah. Even yesterday we were filming and there was like a piece of hair sticking out. And I'm like, he's like walking up to me and we're in the middle of a scene and I'm just looking like, what are you doing?
And I
And he comes and like pats my weave down.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't want that out there.
like a little circle now.
He was like, there's a little circle behind your head.
It looks weird.
It made me feel bad because the angle I
Got
had,
you.
I couldn't see it. Like, I
no,
couldn't
I
be
mean,
like, hey, should I
awesome.
get
I'm
your
watching
hair?
the cameras, but yeah,
JC was like, I got you, don't
I don't
worry.
want you looking crazy.
I think it's all part of just, I mean, being a good producer. You know,
Yeah.
No,
I'm,
that
I'm
is-
watching
yeah.
everything. I'm paying attention to everything. Like you may think I'm not. It looks like I'm just sitting on my phone doing nothing. But like, either I'm going through the notes that I have for the day, or I'm writing
Yes.
stuff down, or I'm paying attention to tone because that's important. You know, like if you look bored and disinterested while you're telling a story about your daughter,
Right.
it's gonna come across like you don't give a shit.
You don't give a
Yeah.
shit about your daughter.
And, like I know you do, but you're just tired, and we've been in your house all day, and
Yeah.
you're over it. So
But pep it up.
I gotta remind her, but like, hey,
Let's
look,
push through.
like I know how you feel about this. I know you're tired right now, but just remember, you know, like
Yeah.
you're talking about your daughter. You don't want to seem like you don't care. Just, not that you don't, because you do, but it's like you're just tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Give me 15 minutes of high energy,
And then we're out.
And then
of
we're
here.
done,
We're out of your
right.
face.
yeah.
And it's also cool because the kids are very familiar and they're comfortable with you. Like, they're like, oh, look, JC, look what I have. They want to play with you. Like, they know
all
you
the
have
time.
boys. Like, they'll be on the phone, like, hi. Like, it is very, you bring your personal life into this environment. And it's like, we're open to it and we welcome it. But it's also, like, that's who you are.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's-
his wife helped me make lasagna last week.
Yeah,
He was
it's-
awesome.
Yeah.
FaceTime her.
He's like, hold on, we gotta call her and figure out where the sauce and the noodle, where
She's
everything
like
goes.
hardcore Italian. So like, she's the real deal. She knows how to make lasagna.
And I definitely agree. I think that helps. Is that it's not like JC is just a part of our family lives, and he's like secretive with his. He's definitely
Just
like,
open with
Yeah.
his family life and
yeah.
Like, in between breaks,
Bringing
we'll
it
be on the
in.
phone. We'll be walking by. Hey, Justin. Like,
I guess I didn't realize that
yeah, like,
or think about that.
if someone would be like, what are 3 words that you associate with JC? Like, dad would be like top of the list. And then there's like producer, and then there's just like, wild card.
I was about to say, come on,
I want to see the wild card part
No,
of the
you
day.
don't.
No.
It's so much fun. We should do it.
JC,
We should do it. We should do the wild card.
Tell us one. I'm scared to ask you this.
Ugh, I'm scared to
One,
answer.
I know, I'm
What
like
is it?
nervous.
one JC wild card story,
Pre-children.
or after children.
I want to hear.
There's so many. I know there's.
so many. but there's
JC's
What's the
lived a
most
very
recent?
colorful
Ooh.
life.
Yes.
Like 2 days ago.
Well, last night.
My way here. I'm driving over here, actually. Yeah, wait, it can be pre-kid, so we don't get you in trouble.
No, there's just so many, and like without proper JC context,
It's all gonna come
Yeah.
across
it's
bad.
gonna come
They're gonna
across
be
like, oh
like-
my god, he's a monster. Why would he do that?
What?
But you don't know me like that.
I'm
And,
trying
like,
to think of the crazy thing I've seen you do that I can say on this mic.
What's crazy?
Like, JC's just fun. He's just fun. And it's like, how there's people who are like, oh, they're life of the party, but they can't handle the party.
Yeah.
Like, JC's the life of the party, and like, he holds his own. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Hold it down.
yeah, and it's one of those things where
And he's like, he's with the shits. Like,
Yes.
if you dare him to do something,
oh yeah,
he'll
Don't
do
tell
it.
me.
you'll do it.
Do not tell me not to do so. Yeah,
He'll
don't
do
say I
it.
won't.
Yeah.
If you say I won't, I'm totally doing that. Like
I
you'll
love
run
it.
through that thing naked. I'm like,
Yeah, I
watch
need to
this.
see
Yeah.
this.
If
I need
there
to see
was-
this side. This is
Like-
my first time. I feel like
I feel like we dared you to snort. No, okay. not snort.
oh
Not snort. Is sniff a better word?
Sniff.
Snip some alcohol out of a bottle cap.
And I did.
And he did it.
did it burn your nostril?
Yeah.
I was sitting
And
there
I'm
like,
like,
is your nose
sniff
gonna
or
start
snort?
bleeding? We don't know, like
snort.
Like
What kind
vodka.
of
I think
vodka.
Don't know why we did
My
it.
Lord.
You know.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
Just snort it up.
Oh,
Were we
wait.
at Palm Springs? Or where were we? Solvang?
We were in Solvang.
Yeah, we were at Solvang. We're hanging out. after
I
we're
love
done.
it.
It was after we were done, okay? This wasn't on the clock.
It was off the clock. They're like, you won't snort vodka.
You won't do that.
Watch me.
And he really didn't. I'm sitting there like, why the
it
hell
hurt.
would you do this? But
My
then
eye was
again,
tearing.
Hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did we get here?
The other thing with JC, it'd be like, if I'm like, okay, I need to go on a ringer, I know we would get home.
Yes.
Like,
I get everyone home safe.
I don't know how we would get home, but I'd be like, JC, we gotta get home. And JC'd be like, I got us. Like,
100%.
actually, we're home already. Open your eyes. I'd be like, oh my gosh, we're here. Like,
Everyone feels safe around me.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Yeah.
Rightfully so. I handle my shit and I take care of people.
Like, it's
You know,
it's
a lot
the
of
dad
fun
in
for
him.
me.
Because
It
JC
is.
is like, at this point, he's like, I have kids I have to get home to.
Yeah.
And there's like, we'll have our fun, but nothing is going to, one, stop my fun or not, or prevent me from getting home. So it's like,
It's the balance. And
Yes.
I'm huge on balance in life. I believe balance
Yes.
is key to everything. And
really is.
You know, like my tattoo, it symbolizes
I'm
balance.
still dying over you talking about snorting vodka.
She
I
said,
still
I said snort, and then I'm like, ooh, bad word, bad word.
snort. What?
I'm like, maybe sniff the burger? I don't know.
still bad.
Still bad, right?
See, that's what I mean. It sounds terrible, but
But
if you were
that's-
there, it was fun.
That's honestly like the most PG story that I can tell. Anything other than that, it would be like,
Same, yeah. First of all, we need a whole other podcast.
yeah.
We need a lot of time.
A lot of time.
We need that
lot of time.
backstory.
We need
It's
a
very
backstory.
involved. It's very deep.
Very deep. I'm done. No, we have a lot of fun together.
Yes.
Like as a crew, as friends,
family.
just family. Like definitely a lot of fun together. It's been a good experience. My experience on Teen Mom wouldn't be the same if you weren't producing me.
Well,
And
you're
I've-
lucky you got a good producer.
I've realized that because I've had some other producers.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. It wasn't the same experience.
I feel like there was one producer who lasted like a day.
She didn't even
not
get to
even
produce.
a day.
We just met, and that was it.
That was the first person who tried to replace me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I literally was like, mm-mm. She said cute like 20 times in
Oh,
the
yeah, she
conversation.
kept
You're
saying-
just so cute, and your daughter's so cute, and I just love how cute your house is, and this is cute. I was like, oh hell no.
Time to go.
I'm like, oh, I'm not this type of person.
to
like,
be cute.
yeah, I
Not
feel
cute.
like people see me and they just think like,
Let me be nice.
let's be nice, but I'm
Let's
not
be
a
real.
bitch, but like
No, but
I'm
you're
real.
just real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Very
think that's why we
real.
get along.
Yeah.
Like, I don't I'm real too.
Right,
Give
we
a shit.
cut the shit and like let's just
Get to this point.
JC's not even telling me how cute I am or how
these
cute
two
my
get
kid
along.
is. Like,
I do it like once and I meet it and she's like, shut up. I'm like, I meant
right.
it.
I'm like, go away.
JC would be like, you look nice today. And Shanan would be like, fuck you.
Literally. That's literally why we get along.
He's like,
Oh, she tells me I look good today. I go, oh yeah. And I start dancing around the house.
No, we have a lot of fun. I really wish that like people who watch the show were able to see like the behind the scenes.
It is kind of the best part.
It is.
it is.
It is because look, there's serious stuff that you have to talk about in the show, and there's things going on in your
Yeah.
life that you want to talk about that's going on, but it's like just the whole environment of it is pretty cool. Like again, you let us into your house, and
Yeah.
you know I let
Y'all
you into my
see
lives.
very
We're all
private
very-
Now I feel like I missed out a lot.
I know, Shannon.
Well, it's okay.
I
Guess
really
what?
did.
You got to come when I'm around.
I was gonna say, there's a whole other season coming. Like,
I'm sure we'll have another season and you can come over and you can have your JC experience.
I wasn't living with y'all.
When Shannon filmed with us, I had a different producer. JC was not producing at that time. That was like
present.
beginning of COVID where it was like he would have had to been here and not gone home at all.
for like,
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, just real quick to that point, I
was so
didn't
long.
take that season. It was one season, and so it was right when
And that
COVID
was the
started, and
season.
it had to go with my kids. My kids, I didn't know what was going to happen with COVID.
Right.
They were my little guy Justin was starting pre-K for the first time. My other guy was starting second grade. I didn't know what was going to happen with the schools. You know, my wife, she's in the medical field. She's an MRI technician.
Oh, wow.
So she was, working the whole time. She didn't have any breaks. So like, I'm not going to leave my boys not knowing.
No, it was a really
Yeah.
stressful time, too.
Like I think it was September or right before August.
Yeah, right.
End of August is when it started. I was like, I don't feel good abandoning my family for 4 months You know, again, if it had to happen, it had to happen. But like, it was just COVID was too new, too scary.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if the schools were going to get shut down and who's going to watch my kids.
Yeah.
My wife can't do it. I can't rely on my mother and her mother every time. So for my kids and my family, I was like, this is not the right time to take this season. So
That's
I
a
passed.
real parenting, like.
JC picked his kids over me.
Pretty much.
Good job, JC.
Yeah.
Good job.
As you should.
Basically, that's what I got from that speech, y'all. Okay.
Basically,
Absolutely.
JC is a good.
I chose my kids over
That's
you.
all I
JC's
got
a good
from
father.
that.
Okay. And
really
that also
good
lets you know,
father.
like, sometimes work works for you, and sometimes
Work doesn't.
Work doesn't work for you, and it doesn't mean that the work isn't good. It's just you
really
know
have
what
to-
your priorities are.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was a weird time in the world.
Yeah.
I didn't feel comfortable leaving, and I didn't work for a year. Like, that's big. Like, I didn't
That is-
literally
yeah,
almost
that
a
was
full
big.
year I didn't work for. It's a lot of money I lost. You know,
Dang.
just being home and taking care of the family,
So, what are your top 3 priorities?
children, family. I know, like the overall wife,
Yeah.
mother, extended family, and I would say myself. You know, making sure that
I love
I'm
that.
in a-
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta take care of myself. I gotta be good.
this.
If I'm gonna take care of everyone else, I
Yes,
gotta
you have to
I
be good yourself.
Yes.
And you know, like different times in your life, you go through different shit. You know,
Yeah. So, what's one thing that you do for yourself that's like a JC thing?
drink,
I'm done.
drink every night.
Not every night.
Take care of me.
Okay, so
good
JC's
drink.
self-care is drinking.
No, so I usually like to go to the gym, so I take care of myself in that way. What I do, I called it my Tuesday special.
Are we
Okay.
It's a
drinking?
Tuesday special.
So if I'm home on a Tuesday and the kids are at school or wherever, I will. We talk about drugs here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I drop the kids off and whatever, like 9 o'clock, and then at 10 a.m. I'll smoke a little weed,
Okay.
and then I'll get a massage for myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like this Tuesday special.
Tuesday special.
So and then after the massage, smoke a little bit more, go see like a 12 o'clock movie
Oh, this sounds
This
great.
is great.
This is amazing.
by myself.
Yes.
And I just sit there and I lean back. I like sneak snacks in, so like you know,
Yeah.
Live life.
I love like the superhero movie, like all the Marvel stuff. So like my wife
Yes.
doesn't.
I
So
wanna
like
do
I
this.
sit there and I enjoy myself.
Without kids and wife, you're like, this
At
is my
like
movie.
12 in the afternoon, by like 3 o'clock or 2:30, whatever, I'm done. And then I go pick up the kids, and I had a nice, relaxing day.
Wow.
That actually
You
sounds like a really
set
cool
your-
dad day.
Yeah, you set your mood. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
got
gonna get
the
a massage.
She got the
smoke.
snacks. He got the chill.
He said, "I'm gonna chill
And
out."
I go like one of those like the new nice
don't-
theaters with like the relaxing seats, and then no one's in the theater at 12 noon on Tuesday.
No.
No, they're not.
Except for me and my snacks.
Tuesday special, y'all.
And I'm literally having a little me time, a little decompression.
That's good.
That's
a really good
I
tip.
think that's good because I feel like people always ask moms like, "What's your me time?" or like stuff like that, but we never really hear from like the dads. Like, what do you
What do
guys
you-
do?
yeah.
Oh,
To...
Zach had a him day the other day. He definitely snuck away for a couple hours. Come to find out, he went and got a pedicure.
Oh yeah,
he went to the cleaners.
It was supposed to be like he said, "I'm gonna go get the car washed," and then it turned into he texts me and he's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then he calls me. He's like, "All right, great. I'm about to go to get a pedicure. I'm about to go
He's
to
like,
the cleaners. I'm gonna go by my friend's house." I was like, "Oh, okay." In my head, I'm
Cheyenne.
like, "Oh, I guess I'm not good." Like,
Right, I'm not good.
Right, I'm not good at all. Come back.
Actually, emergency.
Right.
No, but
Ace called your name. I heard him talk. Come back.
with a newborn, especially like now, and it's Zach's first child, like it's important to give him those times though.
Yeah.
Because you know you need it and you
Right.
enjoy it, and like you're here doing this. I'm assuming Zach's with the baby.
Yes.
So even though this isn't like me time, but like
It's still me time.
everyone needs
You
it.
get to
Yeah.
breathe a little, yeah.
I'm
You
not
have to have some adult conversation without.
Right.
You're not.
Yeah, well, that
That
was
is
for
so
me,
important
'cause I would be
nowadays.
home with the kids all day, and then like my wife
Then
comes
you forget
home,
how
and,
to
like,
talk
and-
to an adult.
Yeah, I was like, I literally I talked to the cashier at the market for like 2 minutes. Like, I was like, that was the highlight of my day.
Sometimes people are like, "Why are you so friendly?" And I'm like, I just don't get to talk to that many adults outside of like.
It happens.
Or
my
sometimes you
family
forget
or
how to
my
talk to
home.
adults. I'd be stumbling on words like, like what?
I'm good.
Yes, I'm a mom.
I like to hear that you do me time.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
And also too, because JC's the wild card. Like I like to go out with my friends. Like I don't let too much time pass without even if I'm just sitting at my boy's house watching a game, having a few drinks. Like think it's important to have that adult time, like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So even though I get me time, like it also includes like just taking a break from the family, even a few hours. And it's funny, this job allows me to take a break too. Like the positive part about traveling back and forth, like every like 2 weeks or so,
Yeah.
I get a 3-day break.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
it works out nice. You know, I get a little bit of breather. I get to be around adults, you know.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So when you're home, do you and your wife have like a designated like date night?
So no, it's not designated because I don't like to put things into like
the dates.
in a date or like, hey, every Wednesday we need to do this, every like Thursday. But I like to plan things. So like I'll plan a party or I'll plan stuff or I'll plan a date night together. But it's not like a planned thing. But I'm always trying to keep us busy. And even so, my house on the block, we have a great block. There's like literally like 15 kids under 12.
I really want to come to JC's house.
I wanted you guys to come. Last time you were in New York, I told you guys to
No,
come.
I know about this block. I've gotten like block pictures before and stuff, and it's popping. Like the kids are all out. Everybody's like in their front yards.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good for
My
the
house
kids.
is in the middle. Oh, it's great. My house is in the middle. So my house, they call it Camp Cueva. My last name's Cueva.
Done.
And I have like a big swing set in the back. I got like all that's like yours, but actually bigger. And
It's bigger, Cheyenne.
I know, because when I got mine, he was like, "I got this, but mine's way cooler than yours."
way cooler. It's just a little bigger. It has a double tower, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
And,
Kids are older. No.
And so my house is like the central house. So like people like literally like bring over their barbecue grills and start like making up food. Like they'll
that's so
bring like
cool.
roll their coolers over. Like my one there, Tony, started making grilled cheese sandwiches, but like when I say like 20 of them, like for the kids and cutting them up and just like everyone's
I want
just
to be on this block.
drinking and partying at my house almost every night, especially during the summer.
I hope that Teen Mom OG has their reunion in New York.
Yeah, me too.
They should. We'll actually throw a party that day.
Yeah.
I think if they
Grandma's house
do,
or
then
something.
I want to like stay a little longer this time. And
I'm coming.
come on,
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Coming with you guys.
You guys just see shit in space when she just did that. All right, guys. JC, we totally appreciate you coming on and
Yes.
letting us pick your brain.
Oh, no problem. I'll come on anytime. And I just want to say too, like what I was saying about and you were saying about bringing my family to your family, and like I always do appreciate you guys accepting me and my family into yours, and vice versa.
Yeah, because
I think it's a
accepting you is like,
I
whoa.
don't know why he did it. He did it. Now it's too late, so you can't take it back.
No, I'm
No,
just kidding.
but I want to thank you because I didn't realize that either. You know, it's like I'm bringing my family into your guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's like special. Like I like
Yeah,
that.
it is.
It's
It
so nice to
definitely
meet you
is.
too. And get to know you.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Well, now she's intrigued.
Right.
Now she's
I'm
like,
ready.
Now she's like, what are we going to do?
Shannon's really
wanna
like,
see the side.
I want to see the wild card side.
I want to
Yes.
see you sniff the alcohol out the bottle cap.
In my head, I'm like, dang, why was I not there?
do you have any vodka? I'll do it right now.
I'm done. So the
Wait, I
way,
have some.
Matter of fact,
done
I have a baby bottle.
the way that we end our shows, you either have to give advice or your WTF moment of the week, and it can be about anything at all. So, Kyle, do you want to start with yours?
Whoa. Advice. I'm trying to think if I had any WTF moments.
Boring.
I know. Again, I had a nice week. My WTF moments. My kid is gone, but I'm not going to dwell on that again.
I'm not gonna dwell on that.
He comes back this week, woot woot. But in terms of advice, or just like a happy note, like fathers and fatherhood really matters, and just as much as like mothers do, fathers do too. And my little tidbit is, it's possible. All things are possible. Like, don't be like, hey, my kid's here and my work is there. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Figure it out.
Yeah.
It's doable. There are people like JC who are open, who will talk about it, and you can ask questions. So
Yeah.
even like for me as a newer mom, like I still like ask questions. So don't be afraid to ask questions and learn from other parents. Don't just think as a mom you only learn from mothers, or as a father you only learn from fathers. Like you can learn from parents in general. So just be open to learning about parenting from other parents, or just, being observant. That's what I'm going to say.
I like that.
Yeah, because I've learned a lot from you. Like,
Thanks.
I
Yeah.
just learned a lot too.
yeah, you actually make
I don't even
my
know what I'm doing.
anxiety go down at times when my brain goes on like overdrive just thinking about, oh my gosh, like I'm co-parenting across country and I have to share my child like across country.
That
like
face.
That face was intense. She just made the ugliest face, yo, when she said, "Share my child." She don't want to share.
No, it's really a lot. But
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Hey, I give it
JC,
to you.
you really give me a lot of faith, and like you've been very like warm and endearing of my experience, and like you're very encouraging. So thank you for showing me that all things are possible.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh,
Thank you.
Kyle, so sweet.
That's so sweet.
Shannon, do you want to go next?
Sure, you put me on the spot.
Yeah, I can't think of mine, so I'm like,
Right.
everybody go.
Thanks. I guess I'll just give like just a life advice. I've been thinking about this whole week, just protecting your energy, protecting your safe space. When you have a lot of like negativity coming your way, or people with different views, or just harsh energy towards you, just protect yourself and remember your journey and your path, and just stay focused, stay tunnel vision.
All right, Shannon.
Got it.
I like that.
Stay there.
Protecting your
Stay
energy.
there. Protecting your energy is so important.
Yes.
100%.
Okay.
Oh, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, what's yours?
What do you
I'll
have
do
to
a
say?
WTF because you guys' advice was so good. I'm just going to sound dumb trying to give some bullshit advice right now that I don't have none to give. So this week has been full of lots of shitting. Like,
More shitting?
yes, Ace shits.
That's you or Ace?
Well, both. But when I tell you Ace shits so much,
Yes.
it is unbelievable the amount of shit that comes out of him. And what I realized when I changed his diaper, depending on how hard I press with the wipe on his butthole, it's like a freaking gun that shoots out at you. If you press too hard, it triggers it. So my WTF moment is I got fully dressed, right? And I thought I was kind of cute, not like super cute, but like cute enough, because these days, you know, I'm not really showering that much, and like, I mean, I'm showering, but like not that much.
She was good away from you.
Just get the sweet
like-
spots real quick.
Yeah, like, you know, it's like bird bathing it up and stuff. But I put some makeup on. I put on like a cute shirt. I had like my Spank on, and I put some shorts on over that. I thought I was
You were
cute.
ready.
I was ready, right?
She was going
I was
somewhere
so ready. I wasn't going anywhere. And the
with the
first
spank on.
the first WTF is that I got ready, and I'm waiting for Zach to notice that I got ready. He says nothing, and I'm looking at him like, asshole, like, do you not see I tried today? And he's like so busy doing his morning routine, hanging out with the damn chickens that like he doesn't even notice that I tried. So I'm sitting on the couch and I'm about to change Ace, and I'm like already salty that Zach didn't notice that I tried. And then all of a sudden, I swear in the same moment that Zach realized I got dressed and tried, I'm changing Ace, and he shit all over me, and it was projectile, and it was like from the top of my head to like my pelvic line. Like the shit went like down, like it trickled down, and it shot out like in different areas. It was just everywhere. I wish you guys could see my hand motions, because when I
Do
tell
you take pictures of yourself?
I should have, but I was so
and it's
sad.
like the yellow cottage
it's the
cheese.
shit that stains.
Yeah.
That
It
shirt is in the
stains.
trash now, okay? I was so angry, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, what the fuck? Oh, duh, it was my what the fuck moment. But I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I just tried God, and he shit on me. But okay, I feel like I'm getting mad. I'm like getting so mad thinking about it. I'm going back. So I took off my makeup, took off my shitty shirt, put my pajamas back on, and sat on the couch and was over it for the rest of the day. So that is my WTF moment. God, I was really mad because I really felt like you shitted on me. So we will end
Literally.
with JC. What do you have? Advice or what the fuck?
I feel like my whole life's a W2F moment. So it's like, we don't have time for all that. So since I'm the dad on the show,
Yes.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, the first
first dad,
Dad and our
So
first
honored, by the way.
guest.
You picked the right one, obviously. So let me get some dad advice. So as a man, I will say to other men, fathers, you know, take care of your family. It's your number one priority, and it should be. You know, people rely too much on the mothers to raise their children, when I feel like children need their dads in their life as well. You know, I'm not saying people aren't, but it's like raise your children, though. Don't rely on your wife or the mother of your child to be the sole person that they're going to learn from, that they're going to experience things from. Whether you have a son or a daughter, you need to raise that kid. You need to teach them your values and not just your wife's or the mother's values. You need to step up and really take an active part and do things with. Don't let your wife be the one who's always thinking of what to do with them or saying, oh, we should do this and we should do that. Like, you need to take an active part, and the kids will feel that and they'll notice, and it'll help your wife or your mother if you're together. Like, it'll help them and take a little stress off of their backs, and just be active, be present in their life, and you need to raise them. You can't rely on anyone else to raise your kids but yourself. So you step up and raise your children.
JC is great.
Drops mic, y'all. Good job, JC. I'm so proud of you.
And on that note, we are praying that JC gets this red-eye flight tonight, so that he can go home.
Did I get the
to
email?
his little nose.
Okay, guys, thanks for listening this week. We always appreciate you guys and appreciate our new and our old subscribers. We're so excited that we're building up our TLC family. You guys can follow us at Think Loud Crew on Instagram, or you can follow me at Shy Not Shy.
Oh, you talk about me with my deep voices.
Wow.
Anyone else want to throw theirs
That
out?
just threw me off. But thank you, JC, for joining us today. Really loved hearing what you had to say. And again, thank you guys all for watching us. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, Think Loud Crew. And again, my name is Kyle Lynn, and you can find me on Instagram at Kyle Lynn.
And I want to thank you too. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I need to see that wild card side of you. Next time you come out here. You said you will. But I am Hair by Shanan C. And see you next time, you guys.
JC, do you have Instagram?
Yeah.
Is it open? Is it public or private?
Public, yeah.
Whoa.
Why do I care?
Come on. Drop the deets on us.
I honestly don't even know what it is. Hold on.
Now you're showing your age, bro.
Age? I think it's
Yes, it is. That's
J.C.
That's such an old man thing. Hold on, let me check my Facebook and see what I'm.
No, but where's it?
Oh, yeah. It's J.C.Cueva, Cueva.
Yeah.
Yes.
Follow him, guys.
Yeah, I just got Instagram because I was so bored during the pandemic when I wasn't working. I was like, I'm going to get Instagram.
Yes.
Do you have any fun stuff on there?
Pictures of him and Cheyenne.
It's like me and his kids.
Oh, it's my,
I love it.
It's all his children, me included.
so read it. Look, read the thing.
This picture.
Read the bottom.
It's literally pictures of me and then
I'm
his
so
kids.
brave. You got IG. Shy. Oh my God, let me see this. Shy. Why don't you have any pics, JC? I don't know. Just got it. I don't know. I don't
know how to do anything.
Shy. Dude. Don't be a creep. Put up some pictures.
JC,
JC takes the worst pictures of me and puts. You guys want to see ugly pictures of me? Go to JC's Instagram. He literally posts the worst pictures of me
ever. That was our conversation. We were texting. She's like,
This was a
FaceTime.
FaceTime.
It's a FaceTime.
She's like, I want to see this Instagram. She's
It's
like,
the first photo.
Yeah,
yes, I'm his first photo.
Because she goes, because she told me, she's like, you don't have any pictures. Don't be a creep. I was like, you're right. So
It's
I took
the
a picture
most
of her.
beautiful first photo.
It's actually quite terrible.
Look at his little face.
Shannon's looking at his Instagram. All right, guys, we'll be back next week with a new episode. So don't forget to subscribe and check back in with us.
Don't forget to tune in.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.